Live from Waco ISD, field number 2 in Waco, Texas, the Legacy Sports Network brings you St. Thomas Eagles baseball, presented by Fabenco, the Safety Gate Company. Today, it's the St. Thomas Eagles against the St. Pius X Panthers in the 2013 TAPPS 5A Baseball State Semifinals. Hello again, everybody. I'm Gerald Sanchez, and the opponents here today that will be playing against each other know each other all too well. The Eagles and the Panthers getting together for the 4th time this year. St. Thomas has won all 3, but a year ago, the same situation, where St. Thomas ended up playing St. Pius in the championship game, and St. Pius ended up winning all 4 against St. Thomas. And it has been either one of these two teams that have won a state championship going back to 2007. So these programs mirror each other quite well. And the St. Thomas Eagles, as you know, are going for title number 23. They're announcing the starting lineups here at Waco ISD field number 2. A beautiful day for baseball, and we'll come back with the starting lineups and today's first pitch right after this on the Legacy Sports Network.
More and more business owners and individuals are discovering the Allegiance Bank Texas difference. A local community bank, Allegiance Bank realizes that every customer is unique and take the time to understand your banking needs. With extraordinary products and services, Allegiance Bank offers the personal treatment you thought went out of style. Experience for yourself the Allegiance Bank Texas difference. Log on to AllegianceBankTexas.com. Allegiance Bank Texas, pledging our allegiance to you.
McDonald's Dollar Menu just keeps getting better. Introducing the all-new mouth-watering grilled onion cheddar burger, topped with melty white cheddar and caramelized onions. Plus all your tasty favorites for just $1 each. Every day, as always, there's a lot to love for a little on McDonald's Dollar Menu.
If safety is your goal, Fabenco is your gate. Fabenco, the world's leading manufacturer of self-closing safety gates.
My kids go everywhere with me, so I won't go anywhere that's not spotless. So when my SUV needs a wash, you'll find me at Bubbles. Not only does Bubbles keep my car looking good, they're committed to making me as comfortable as possible. And that means keeping their lobby as clean as my car.
Some windy conditions here in Waco, but it's going to be a great day for baseball. This is the first of the TAPPS tournament. They will play the semifinal, and of course, the winner of this will go on to play at Mary Hardin Baylor tomorrow morning, and that is scheduled for 10 o'clock. St. Thomas Eagles, as you can see, in their home whites. And look at the numbers. The Eagles, a record of 26-6 on the season. St. Pius 23-11. You can see the differential in the numbers, the batting average, the home runs. Home runs up for St. Pius, the 10th, up with 25 home runs. But pretty much even on the pitching with the strikeouts. Let's look at the starting lineups. First for the visiting St. Pius, the 10th Panthers, Luis Sanchez, the second baseman, a senior, as the Eagles take the field. Sanchez leading it off, playing second base for St. Pius, the 10th. Chase Fontana is the center fielder. He bats second. Following him is Jerry Murillo, the catcher, hitting third. Cole Stewart is doing the pitching, and he is on the mound, batting cleanup. Ben Little hitting fifth, playing right field. Following him is the left fielder, Brian Newman. DH Kenneth Dana is hitting in the 7th spot. Jeremy Jones, third baseman, hitting 8th, and rounding out the lineup for the St. Pius, the 10th Panthers, is the shortstop, Stuart Peterson. So the top three: second baseman Sanchez, center fielder Fontana, catcher Murillo. Middle three: pitcher Stewart, right fielder Little, and left fielder is Newman. In the bottom three: DH Dana, third baseman Jones, and the shortstop is Peterson. On the mound for St. Thomas, Michael Rogers. Rogers has been the pitcher for the Eagles in the two previous playoff games, in which we have some footage here. And the Eagles had relied on him. The Eagles winning the first playoff game against San Antonio Central Catholic, and that was a score of 6-3. And then in 8 innings, a win against Dallas Bishop Lynch, 2-1 the final, in 8 innings on the walk-off home run by Ben Candera, a timely home run, his third home run of the season, which we televised. And Rogers, the right-hander, and his defensive lineup: Ryan Olive, the catcher, out walking to visit with Rogers before. Hunter Palish is playing over at first base. Second baseman Kevin Biggio. Shortstop Justin Sebo. Third baseman is Greg Hoffman. Center fielder Rawlings Elam, flanked in right by Ben Candera, and in left by Jordan Bautista Rosales. Right side of the infield again, Palish, Biggio. Left side, Sebo, Hoffman. In the outfield from left to right, Bautista Rosales, Elam, and Candera. It's left to right. Olive behind the plate, and Michael Rogers is on the mound. So we're ready to go with Sanchez leading it off, the second baseman. And the game's first pitch from the right-hander Rogers hits Sanchez. Sanchez goes over to first base. Hitting number 2 in the lineup for St. Pius, the 10th, is Chase Fontana. 277 on the season, couple of home runs and 14 RBIs. Give you Rogers' numbers here in just a moment. Rogers has missed outside on 2 pitches. Michael on the season at 5-2. This is his 12th game of the year, and also his 12th start. So every game he has appeared in has been in the starting rotation. 5-2, 4.45 ERA, 58 2/3 with the strikeouts. He's got good numbers, 53 strikeouts, only 13 walks in the 58 2/3. So Michael is usually around the plate, but uncharacteristically, he has missed here. Ryan Olive out to visit. A count of 3 balls and no strikes. That is a strike call. St. Pius and St. Thomas have played in the 3 previous games when St. Thomas has won them all. The last one was an extra inning victory where Cole Stewart pitched 7 innings but came away with a no decision. Third bunt up the third base side, and it is out at first. sacrifice bunt. Fontana.
Now batting
Sanchez
for the Panthers is the catcher,
goes to
number
second
24,
base.
Jerry Murillo.
5-3 on the out. Hoffman coming in and playing. There's just Hunter Palish. Now, Palish has worked his way in the lineup for St. Thomas as the season has progressed. When Michael Rogers used to pitch, you had Batista Rosales that used to be the first baseman. Murillo batting at 306, and that's in for a strike. Murillo is hitting in the third spot. Murillo was not the everyday catcher. Ball gets away from Olive, and the runner is going to go to third base. St. Pius X looking to score first in the first inning. Now time is called, and Craig Biggio about to visit with his entire infield. Wild pitch moves Sanchez over to third base. Murillo, the hitter. The Murillo visiting with third base coach and the head coach, Adam Masiotti of St. Pius X. Coaching over at first base, as Biggio has had his say. More or less just to settle down. Let's just go after it here. 1 ball and 1 strike the count. Jerry Murillo. Rogers is going to go from the full line with a runner at third. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Come on, Jerry. Come on, buddy.
Third base coach, like I said, Adam Masiotti. And over at first base, Kurt Janikowski for St. Pius X. Punched foul over to the right side. Opponents are hitting .266 against Rogers this year. So with the runner in scoring position, the infield is in. And that's a big swing and a miss. That's out number 2. Rogers gets the strikeout. Murillo goes back to the dugout.
Cole Stewart.
Now it is Cole Stewart. Chance to help his own cause. Infield goes back to playing at normal depth. Stewart, you can see all-star numbers, 397. That leads the ball club. Also the 10 home runs leads their ball club. And he fouls it back behind the press box for strike 1. Key moment in the ball game. And that is a foul ball. Rogers against St. Pius, 2-0 on the season. Opponents hitting .234 against him, an ERA of 2.08. He's in the 2 games, he's pitched 13 innings. Stewart back up the middle. Rogers fields it. The underhand toss. Let's hope Rogers is okay. It looks like he is. And the Eagles dodge a huge bullet. Stewart a chance to help his own cause and grounds into a 1-3. After a half inning of play, St. Pius the 10th nothing, and coming up, St. Thomas.
Family owned and operated, Gorilla Reprographics have provided quality reprographic services since 1969.
Whether you need an oversized banner, copies of construction drawings, color presentations for your next meeting, or you'd like to scan and archive those unorganized documents, Garola Reprographics can handle it all. Garola's team are proven customer service experts, proudly serving many of the same customers for decades. Visit them today at GarolaReprographics.com for a job done right the first time. Go Eagles!
Fate had reunited twins Chris and Cliff Paul, and they quickly made up for lost time. As brothers will do, they began trading tales of their greatest assists. For every amazing feat Chris shared, Cliff matched it with something just as extraordinary, a story only someone born with a gift for assisting could possibly tell.
Cliff, we need you.
Even when Cliff seemed to outdo himself, he'd immediately described yet another astonishing tale.
Scoreless as we go to the bottom of the first. St. Thomas against Cole Stewart and the St. Pius X Panthers. Gerald Sanchez here from Waco ISD field number 2. Bottom of the first inning, and Rawlings Elam leads it off for St. Thomas, followed by the shortstop Justin Sebo. Hitting third and playing second base is Kevin Biggio. And the first pitch is in for a strike. Hitting cleanup, playing third base, Greg Hoffman. Ben Candera, right fielder, hitting fifth. Left fielder Jordan Batista Rosales in the 6th spot. Hunter Palish, first baseman, hitting 7th. Catcher Ryan Olive hits 8th, and the DH is Mitch Harris, batting 9th for St. Thomas. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Top 3 again, Elam, Sebo, and Biggio. Middle 3 for St. Thomas: Hoffman, Candera, Batista Rosales. Bottom 3, Palish, Olive, and Harris. And that is the first strikeout, first out for Cole Stewart today. Elam goes back to the dugout.
Batting for the Eagles is the shortstop, number 6, Justin Sebo.
Called strikeout, and now it's Justin Sebo. Stewart on the season. As we get his numbers, we pull up his numbers here in just a moment. That's a strike. Count of 1 ball and 1 strike. Looks like Stewart is bringing the heat here. A record of 4-1. And this is his 8th appearance of the season. Two and 2 the count. Stewart, in the 1 game he pitched, as this one is grounded to the shortstop Peterson. 2 away. In the 1 game that Stewart pitched this year, came away with that no decision, pitched 7 innings, and
Now batting is a
gave up just
baseman,
2
number
hits, no
23,
runs, walked 4,
Kevin
and had
Biggio.
10 strikeouts. Came away with that no decision, which St. Thomas won on a 2-run single by Candera. Here's Kevin Biggio. Biggio leads the ball club in home runs, batting average, and RBIs. And Kevin, a senior, takes a ball. When Kevin, back in 2010, played against St. Pius, the 10th, outside on a fastball. Kevin was a freshman. Came up with a bases-loaded situation against, at that time, reliever Matt Uresti. He was hit in the foot by a pitch, and the Eagles ended up scoring the game-winning run and won that game 2-1. That was in the state semifinal. That was the first of the 2 state championships for Craig Biggio as the head coach. 2-out walk.
Up to bat is the third baseman, number 22, Greg Hoffman.
Defensively for St. Pius X. Cole Stewart is on the mound. Murillo behind the plate. Mason Inglet is at first. Luis Sanchez at second. Stuart Peterson is the shortstop. Jeremy Jones, the third baseman. Chase Fontana in center, flanked in right by Ben Little, and in left by Brian Newman. Mason Inglet is not in the lineup, but he is playing first base today. Not in the offensive lineup. Being DH for by Kenneth Dana. Want to know the count. Plenty of foul territory in Waco ISD field number 2. There is, gosh, I feel like you're on the West Coast playing at Oakland. All that foul territory. Remember the West Coast ballparks years ago would have a lot of foul territory. Count of 1 ball and 1 strike to Greg Hoffman. Hoffman checks his swing, and it is a ball.
Come on!
Fans for St. Pius X don't like that. Runner goes, and it's fouled off. Coaching over at third for St. Thomas is the head coach, Craig Biggio. And coaching over at first, alumnus Sean O'Neill of St. Thomas. 26 wins and 6 losses for St. Thomas, 23 wins, 11 losses for St. Pius X. The 2-2 to Hoffman. And he takes outside. Stewart wanted that call, no doubt. Now he'll have to work from a full count in the stretch. Biggio will be going with 2 outs. And Hoffman staying alive. Early on, you want to, if anything else, just drive up the pitch count on Cole Stewart if you're for St. Thomas. They're true for any starting pitcher. Stewart's got plus stuff. Time is called by Hoffman. St. Thomas, as we said, as a team batting .292, slugging it at .427. Come up with some huge hits throughout the season, and their 26-6 mark. Ball 4. Back-to-back walks. Biggio and Hoffman. As the catcher, Jerry Murillo, Sean O'Neill visiting with Hoffman over at first. Murillo talking with Cole Stewart. Here's Ben Candera. Candera, the big fly. Last at bat in Round Rock at Dell Diamond against Bishop Lynch to win it 2-1. That was leading off the 8th inning. Hits it to the left side, and the third baseman will make the play, Jones. He tried to tag Biggio coming through, but instead goes over to first base when he could not get the tag on Biggio. The Eagles strand a couple after 2 out, 2 walks, and after 1, no score.
I'll admit it, I love my car. That's why I'll never take this classic to any place but Bubbles Car Wash. Why should I? Who else is going to take this kind of care of my car besides me? And the way Bubbles handles the detailing, you think they invented it. Go to Bubbles.
In the top of the 7th, and then Bishop Lynch 66, it was to TCIL. Top of the 4th inning.
off the top of the second inning for the St.
Teams
Pius
still
Panthers
alive in the
is
postseason
right
from this
fielder, number
district
12,
as well. Just
Ben Little.
207 coming in. Michael Rogers highlights, and Rogers gets a strike on the outer. Top of the second, St. Pius. A similar situation, as I will get into this as the inning progresses. Ben Little leads it off, and the pitch is a strike. Michael Rogers' start at St. Pius at 10. He had one start at Father Wilson Field, and he had one start at St. Pius at 10th at the pit. It was a situation where the Panthers had the bases loaded, and that was in the second inning with nobody out, and Rogers was able to wiggle out of the jam without a run scoring in the same situation, similar in the same situation here in the first inning. Rogers had a runner at third and only one out, but then a strikeout of Murillo and then a hot shot comebacker, a 1-3. And that is what got them out of the inning. Rogers can get himself out of some trouble spots. Pitch missing there. It's 2-2 to Ben Little. Elam goes back, and he's under it now. One away. Top of the second.
Number 17, Brian Newman.
The wind is blowing from right to left, so it's going to take a poke if you want to get it out and right. Brian Newman serves as the other pitcher for St. Pius. Geringer, Newman, and then of course Stewart. They're starting pitchers. To the right side, and it'll be a foul ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. Rogers gets his sign and he'll deliver. Evens the count to Brian Newman. I don't think the St. Pius X fans are very happy with the home plate umpire. I don't think Rogers was happy with himself on that last pitch. A full count, 3-2. One out walk, that's the first issued by Michael.
Up to that is the designated hitter, number 23.
Brings up the DH, Kenneth Dana. Dana just a $192, no home runs and 5 RBIs. Once you get into the lower half of the St. Pius X lineup, then you got some batting averages are not very high. Biggio at second, on to first, not in time. Almost a double play. Dana fielder's choice. Newman is out, 4-6 on the out.
Batting is the third baseman, number 5, Jeremy Jones.
Two away, runner at first for St. Pius X and Jeremy Jones. Jones hit a home run against Michael Rogers for the 2 runs that Rogers allowed at Father Wilson Field back on April the 9th. And that 1 home run, his only home run of the season, 242 batting average. A 5-2 St. Thomas win. Hitting number 8 for the Panthers. Rogers goes over to first. Late on that swing by Jones.
Come on, Jeremy. Come on, Jeremy. You got it, Jeremy.
It's 1-2. A lot of room out there in center field. It says 385 to center, but it looks deeper than that. 365 in the power alleys. 305 down the left field line at Waco ISD, field number 2. 2 strikeouts for Rogers in the ballgame, and that ends the Panthers' top of the second inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. Middle of the second, no score.
State Farm, this is Jessica.
Hey, Jessica! Jerry Newman with a policy question.
Jerry, how are you doing?
Fine, I just got a little fender bender.
Oh, Jerry, I'm so sorry.
I would love to help, but remember you dropped us last month.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. It only took 15 minutes to sign up with that new auto insurance company, but it's taken a lot longer to hear back.
Is your car up a pole again?
I miss you, Jessica.
Jerry, are you crying?
No, I bit my tongue.
Get to a better state. State Farm.
Jordan Batista Rosales leads off the bottom of the second for St. Thomas, and Cole Stewart's first pitch in the second, down the middle. Batista Rosales evens the count, 1-1. Jordan was out for a couple of games during district play during the season. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Banged into the wall at Tomball Concordia Lutheran and was out for a couple of games. Can Batista Rosales make it? No. It's a strikeout and 2-3 on the putout.
Good job, Jerry!
Jordan didn't know the ball got away from the catcher Murillo.
Number 15,
Had he been hustling all the way from the get-go, he would have been a lot closer. It's Hunter Palish. Palish, that 1 home run was the game-tying home run this postseason. In San Antonio Central Catholic. Tied the game at 3, 2 outs and 2 strikes in the 4th inning. Oh, and 2. Quick work of Palish, 3rd strikeout for Stewart.
Now batting is the catcher, number 12, Ryan Olive.
Ryan Olive. Olive, it might get overlooked, but his leadoff walk in the bottom of the 7th is what enabled St. Thomas to eventually score the tying run in the ball game to send it into extras last game. Mason Raven, the courtesy runner, eventually came around to score with 1 out and a single by Justin Sebo to center field. And Olive had really been struggling all year long, but he has come on of late, hitting the ball better and just reaching base as a whole. Down on the count, 0-2 here. Ryan is a senior, and a similar situation with both these catchers for St. Thomas and St. Pius. Murillo and Olive were not the starting catchers to begin this 2013 season. Swing and a miss. Stewart strikes out the side. Quick work of the Eagles in the bottom of the 2nd inning. After 2, it is no score.
Allegiance Bank Texas, a true community bank providing personal banking services for business owners and individuals. We work hard to meet our customers' needs and understand our greatest success depends on your success. It's what we do together, working hard to meet our customers' needs one relationship at a time. Allegiance Bank Texas, 281-894-3200 or log on to allegiancebanktexas.com. Allegiance Bank Texas, pledging our allegiance to you.
Damaris Barbecue, one of our sponsors, serving up fantastic barbecue in Houston, Texas since 1964. Damaris Barbecue, and they also can take care of your catering needs. The first pitch to the leadoff hitter in the top of the 3rd. Stuart Peterson, the shortstop, missing for Michael Rogers. 1 ball and no strikes. Argyle Liberty Christian and Plano Prestonwood. The winner of that will get the winner of this tomorrow morning at 10. And in their game right now, they are scoreless going to the 3rd. Scoreless here in the top of the 3rd inning. Peterson hits it into right. And not being able to make the play is Kendera. Off the end of the bat.
Batting is the second baseman, number 15, Lewis Martin.
That's the first hit by St. Pius attempt. Looks like maybe Kendera got a late break on that in right field. Number 9 hitter Peterson at second base with the double. Sanchez has yet to have an official at bat. He's hit by the pitch. One run is going to be so important in this ball game. The way both these pitchers are pitching early on. Now Sanchez showing bunt. And a balk will move the runner, Peterson, to third base. Now the Eagles will probably bring the infield in. Here we go again with the runner at third and less than 2 outs for St. Thomas defensively. So the balk moves Peterson to third base. Sanchez is down on the count, a ball and 2 strikes. Past Hoffman into left field. And the Panthers lead 1-0. Sanchez drives in his 14th run of the season.
After that is the center fielder, number 4, Chase Fontana.
A late break into right field. Double, then a balk to third base, and just a base hit past Hoffman at third. So the top of the 3rd has given the game's first run. Brings up Fontana, and runner going to second base. And It is a stolen base for Sanchez. Now the Panthers playing aggressive here. Sanchez, he leads them in stolen bases. He's now 22 of 28 on the season in the stolen base department with that stolen base there. Rogers is going to have to regroup and just limit things to 1 run to keep it close, because the way Cole Stewart is pitching, a 1 run could be the difference in this ball game. Count of 2 balls and no strikes. Into right field. They're going to wave the runner. Nope, they're going to hold the runner. The throw to second base, not in time. Fontana into right field. Goes to second on the throw. Murillo, the hitter. And the Panthers are really in business now, as Rogers will go from the full wind. Into center field, and going back is Elam. This should bring home Sanchez, and it does. Murillo drives in the run. That's his 27th RBI. Cole Stewart, the pitcher. Moving to third on that throw was Fontana. So with 1 out and the infield in, the hitter is Stewart. It's a swing and a miss. Stewart can give himself a 3-0 lead just by putting the ball in play, hitting it hard past one of the infielders for the Eagles. Let's see what happens on the 0-1. Queued up the first base side. Well, what do I know? He doesn't hit it hard, but he still gets the run home. As Pius, 3 unassisted. And that is the 33rd RBI for Stewart, his team leading 33rd RBI. Fontana comes home from third, and it is 3-0. St. Pius to 10th. St. Pius beat St. Thomas 4-0 in the championship game last year. Ben Little, the right fielder. Wow. Hello. The Panthers with 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, nobody left on. Thanks to our sponsor, the Hilton Garden Inn. For reservations, go to hilton.com. Mitch Harris, DH, to lead it off against Stewart, who has not allowed a hit to this point, and with 4 strikeouts. Struck out the side in the 2nd inning. Right-hander with plus fastball stuff. He's got a count of 1-1. and 2 to Mitch. Have the number 9 spot, 315 on the year. 11 RBIs, including the game winner in extra innings against the Sweeney Bulldogs. That thrilling come from behind victory 6-5 back on March the 11th. Eagles at that time were down by 3 runs, came back and scored 4 of their own in the bottom of the 9th. Nice crowd on hand here at Waco. Beautiful day. Sun is out. And so Stewart will deliver. Harris staying alive. Plano Prestonwood, Argyle Liberty Christian playing in the other state semifinal, which will be the winner of that will play the winner of this tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. Mary Hardin Baylor, Red Murph Field. And that's out number 1. On the strikeout.
Now batting is a center fielder, number 4, Rawlings Elam.
2-3 on the out. That's 4 straight strikeouts for Stewart. Pro scouts behind home plate with the radar guns for Stewart. Got a front row view of the big right-hander from St. Pius X. Rawlings Elam struck out looking his first time up. Five straight strikeouts for Stewart, 6 in the ball game. 2 away.
Batting shortstop, number 6, Justin Sebo.
2 outs and 0 on for senior shortstop Justin Sebo for the Eagles. And he hits it to the left side. Shortstop Peterson, not in time. That's the first hit, infield hit.
Up to bat is the second baseman, number 23, Caven Biggio.
Kevin Biggio, the hitter. Eagles collecting their first hit on an infield single. Sebo now at first base. Takes a first pitch, fastball in from Stewart. Count of no balls and 1 strike. Biggio walked in the first. In fact, Biggio and Hoffman walked in the first, but were stranded. Missing inside, it's 1-1. Into center field, and it will be Fontana making the play. And retires the side in the bottom of the 3rd for St. Thomas. They get a hit, but they strand a runner, no runs.
Fate had reunited twins Chris and Cliff Paul, and they quickly made up for lost time. As brothers will do, they began trading tales of their greatest assists. For every amazing feat Chris shared, Cliff matched it with something just as extraordinary. A story only someone born with a gift for assisting could possibly tell.
Cliff, we need you.
Even when Cliff seemed to outdo himself, he'd immediately describe yet another astonishing tale. Before long, the brothers realized that they'd not only discovered their equal, they'd also inspired a competition that had only just begun. No matter whose side you choose, you can't deny the power of an assist.
Hit by pitch, leading off the top of the fourth.
Now batting for the St. Pius Panthers is the designated hitter, number 23, Kenneth Dana.
A 3-0 lead for the Panthers. Newman at first base on the hit by pitch. Kenneth Dana, DH. And the Panthers really struggled in the beginning of the year. They had lost 7 members off the state championship team a year ago. And going to second base on the steal is Newman. Now it's second base. With Dana bouncing to a fielder's choice, he's 0 for 1. So again, putting a runner in scoring position in less than 2 outs for St. Pius X. They've done that now in 3 of the 4 innings. You can hear that in our microphone. It is windy. Two balls and 2 strikes. Olive calls time. The fans for St. Pius X want a balk, but there was no balk. A full count at 3-2. Kenneth Dana. But like I said, they were struggling at the beginning of the year, and visiting with Adam Asiati, the head coach of the Panthers, they just came along at the right time. Started playing much better baseball. Sebo going to third, and Hoffman can't hold on to the ball. Sebo goes to third. And he is safe over at third base. So Dana reaches on the fielder's choice. Newman going to third base. Now it is Jeremy Jones. There's nobody out in this inning. And a fly ball into center field. And Elam comes in, and he makes a nice throw to the plate. Jones goes after the first pitch. And that's the first out of the inning.
Up to that is the shortstop, number 3, Stuart Peterson.
Peterson started the rally for St. Pius X in the 3rd inning with a double down the right field line. Just a bloop double. And then he went to third on the balk and then came home to score the game's first run on a base hit by Sanchez. Past the third baseman, Hoffman. Sebo made a good throw over to Hoffman on that last play. He just couldn't hold on to the ball. The 0-1. And Olive can't make the play as it's behind him. A safety squeeze. 0-2 the count to Stuart Peterson. Newman at third and Dana is at first. Peterson, chance to drive him home. And he does not. Strikeout. That's the third strikeout for Michael Rogers this morning.
Come on, Luis.
Top of the order, Luis Sanchez.
Let's go, Luis.
Sanchez hit by a pitch in the first, and then RBI single, his 14th RBI of the year. Well, this would be a big momentum shift if the Eagles can somehow get out of this without a run scoring. Evens the count at 1-1. Runners on the corner. Runner goes from first, and Olive does not throw down to second. Stolen base for Dana. Now a hit could be 2 runs for St. Pius X. Second stolen base, actually the third stolen base today. Into left, Bautista Rosales there. Sanchez lines out, and the Eagles wiggle out of trouble. Bottom of the fourth, 3-0 Pius.
Baker Jones Company would like to wish the St. Thomas Eagles baseball team the best of luck in their quest for a three-peat in 2012. For sales, service, and installation for all of your air conditioning and heating needs, call the Baker Jones Company at 713-529-3418 or visit them on the web at baker-jones.com. Family owned and operated since 1951, the Baker Jones Company is your local American Standard dealer. That's the Baker Jones Company, proud supporters of St. Thomas baseball.
My time is valuable. I can't afford to wait an hour for an average car wash. That's why I'm sold on Bubbles. The folks at Bubbles know customer service. They're courteous and professional, and no one has ever done a better job at hand washing my car. If your time is valuable, you'll love Bubbles.
St. Thomas trailing St. Pius X 3-0. As we go to the bottom of the fourth, Gerald Sanchez with you on the Legacy Sports Network. Greg Hoffman to lead it off, and the first pitch is a strike. Hoffman a walk in his lone at bat. Stewart is a strike throwing machine right now. Third base side, in fact, it's going to be Stewart coming off the mound, fielding his position. 1-3 on the out. Swinging bunt up the third base side. Hoffman is out. Good play by Stewart. Of course, Stewart is also the starting quarterback for the Panthers. Going to Texas A&M next year. Ben Candera, right fielder. Scoring position. Candera. This is his home run.
It is up. It is deep.
The other night.
It's gone.
One and one. Now time is called as Biggio about to visit with his hitter, Candera, as the catcher Murillo and Stewart visiting. count 1-2. And the 1-2 on the way. Goes to the screen. Stewart is looking really tough right now.
Now batting is the center fielder, number 14, Jordan Rosales.
7 strikeouts for Cole Stewart. 2 outs and no one on with Bautista Rosales. Sanchez. 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 4th. St. Thomas retired in order. 3-0 Panthers.
That was quick.
This was you. You've been trying to get me to eat egg whites for years. You went and talked to McDonald's?
Oh, an egg white delight McMuffin.
Oh, I knew it.
The new Egg White Delight McMuffin. Freshly grilled egg whites and creamy white cheddar. Also available on any of your favorites. It's another new way to love McDonald's.
This is good.
Yeah, it's better than good.
Do you remember my latte?
Oh, yeah. But it's in the car.
That's good.
Family owned and operated, Gorilla Reprographics have provided quality reprographic services since 1969. Whether you need an oversized banner, copies of construction drawings, color presentations for your next meeting, or you'd like to scan and archive those unorganized documents, Gorilla Reprographics can handle it all. Gorilla's team are proven customer service experts, proudly serving many of the same customers for decades. Visit them today at GorillaReprographics.com for a job done right the first time. Go Eagles!
We move to the 5th. Chase Fontana. And Rogers. That's going to gap. Nice play in center by Elam to hold Fontana just to a base hit. It's the 4th hit for St. Pius X. And Fontana has 2 of the 4 hits.
Number 24, Jerry Murillo.
Murillo. Murillo struck out swinging in the 1st and a sac fly RBI in the 3rd inning. 0 for 1.
Good eye, Jerry.
Pitch missing.
Go, Jerry. Take a pitch to you, Jerry.
Right-handed batter Murillo. Tough out here for St. Thomas. In the season, Murillo only hit 182 against the Eagles, but some of his hits were timely hits. Of course, last year he had some big hits against St. Thomas. Throw over to first, not going to be in time. Swing and a miss. Runner goes to second base. The throw, and that is a strike him out, throw him out, double play. Murillo Strikes out, and Fontana caught stealing.
Up to bat is the pitcher, number 19, Cole Stewart.
It's mentioned that St. Pius X likes to run. And Fontana, only the second time he's been caught in 13 attempts this year. 2 outs for St. Pius X in the top of the 5th. Cole Stewart making inside from Michael Rogers. 1 ball and no strikes. Michael has pitched in some big ball games, and he's only a junior. Started the state championship game as a freshman. First base side, and Pius making the play. So Rogers facing the minimum. A hit for St. Pius X, but they're erased on the strikeout, throw out, double play. Middle of the 5th, 3-0 Panthers.
If safety is your goal, Fabenco is your gate. Fabenco, the world's leading manufacturer of self-closing safety gates.
Fans soaking up some sun, enjoying the ball game. Well, at least those fans aren't enjoying the game as much as the fans in black. Congratulations to Damaris Barbecue being named top 3 in the caterers in the greater Houston area by Houston Business Journal. And since 1964, serving up fantastic barbecue, Damaris Barbecue. Hunter Palish for St. Thomas leads it off. First pitch is in for a strike from Stewart. 0-1 the count. Like I said, the winner of this will get the winner of Argyle Liberty Christian and Plano Prestonwood. The game is going on right now. They are in the 4th inning. It's fouled. The 0-2, down the third base line and foul. Pius struck out swinging his first time up. And he's gone. One away. Well, at least Stewart has had a strikeout in every inning. He is throwing gas. Inside to Ryan Olive. It's 8 strikeouts now for Stewart. He had 10 strikeouts against the Eagles in his other appearance against St. Thomas. 1 ball, 1 strike. A lot of movement on his fastball. They built these complexes, Waco ISD Field. They built it back in 2000. Host multiple playoff games from Central Texas. Nice facility, and they've been hosting TAPPS for a long time too. TAPPS State Semifinal. Of course, the championship games will be played at Mary Hardin Baylor. And that'll begin tomorrow with the 5A winner of this and winner of Argyle Liberty Christian and Plano Prestonwood. Olive's got it counted 2-2. Stewart is at 67 pitches, 47 strikes, and only 20 balls. Full count. The 3-2. Olive fouls it over the right side. Argyle Liberty Christian leading 3-0 in the top of the fourth in that ball game over Plano Prestonwood. Argyle Liberty Christian beat Tomball Concordia Lutheran in the last round. Rick Lynch's ball club and another representative of TAPPS 3 5A. Strike 3 called, and Olive is gone looking. That's the second straight hitter that has struck out. Both have been looking against Cole Stewart. He struck out 3 of the last 4. Mitch Harris and his at-bat struck out. 9 strikeouts for Stewart. The Eagles have collected only 1 hit. That was an infield single by Justin Sebo back in the 3rd inning. Two and one. It's low. Talking about Masiotti and how he's trying to figure out his ball club for St. Pius X, and they have really gelled at the right time. Now they are 7 defensive outs away from going to play for their 16th state championship. Harris draws a 2-out walk. That's the first walk given up by Stewart since Hoffman walked in the first inning with 2 outs. So it flips it over to the top of the order with Rawlings Elam. Elam 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. One was looking in the first, one was swinging in the third. Two balls, no strikes. Some pitches are missing outside the strike zone, and Adam Masiotti out to visit from the third base dugout, along with his catcher, Jerry Murillo. Masiotti, an alum of St. Pius X, and then went on to play his junior college ball at Blinn, and played for Tony Robichaux in Louisiana, Lafayette. Came back in 2009 in his first year as the head coach. They won the state championship. In 2009, they defeated Dallas Bishop Lynch, who knocked out St. Thomas in the regional round. It was also Craig Biggio's first year as the head coach. That's in for a strike. 2-1 to Rawlings Elam. And now Rawlings has a 3-1 count. Stewart will deliver into right field, and it will fall foul. You can see how much foul territory there is. Chain link fence out there, but a windscreen protects it. Chain link fence behind home plate. Usually in the Houston area, you have the nets. And so sorry about the camera angles in which you're having to watch everything through. The 3-2. On deck is Justin Sebo. Ball 4, back-to-back walks. This happened in the first inning with 2 quick outs, and then back-to-back walks of Biggio and Hoffman. So now Harris goes to second, Elam goes to first. That is 4 walks in the ball game for Stewart. Brings up Justin Sebo. Grounded to the shortstop Peterson in the first, and then an infield single to Peterson. Shortstop position, so he's hit the ball twice to his counterpart defensively. Sebo, a senior. And he goes after the first pitch, and he lifts a foul ball behind home plate. Murillo gives it a look, but it's well out of play. Just missing. Now, it is in this round, the last couple of years, that St. Pius X has had ejections. 2 years ago with Adam Masiotti getting ejected against Bishop Lynch. And then last year, the 1-1. That's on the outer half of the plate against Houston Christian. It's Cole Stewart getting the ejection, arguing balls and strikes. And so Stewart had to serve a first round of district suspension. Now he's a chance to pitch his team into the state championship game. Evens the count at 2-2. He had to miss the first 3 games of district play against Beaumont Kelly, Concordia Lutheran, and St. Thomas. The 2-2. Sebo lays off. It's ball 3. And so with the count of 3 balls and 2 strikes and runners at first and second, you will have them start their motors before the pitch is delivered. Harris at second, Elam at first. Weak grounder to the third baseman, Jones. The throw, and that'll retire the side in the 5th inning for St. Thomas. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. It's the 6th next, and it's Pius by 3.
Jones Company would like to wish the St. Thomas Eagles baseball team the best of luck in their quest for a three-peat in 2012. For sales, service, and installation for all of your air conditioning and heating needs, call the Baker Jones Company at 713-529-3418 or visit them on the web at baker-jones.com. Family owned and operated since 1951, the Baker Jones Company is your local American Standard dealer. That's the Baker Jones Company, proud supporters of St. Thomas baseball.
Gerald Sanchez with you on the Legacy Sports Network. It is Stuart Peterson. Ben Little, beg your pardon. Ben Little leading it off for St. Pius X. Rogers now at 71 pitches. 72 pitches. Into left, Bautista Rosales there, 1 away. On the flip side, Cole Stewart labored, if you want to call it labored, in the 5th inning with a couple of walks. And he also had 2 strikeouts. 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Obviously, he's going to drive up the pitch count. He ended up throwing 33 pitches in the last half inning in the bottom of the 5th. So he's at 89 pitches in the ball game. His easiest inning was the 4th inning, in which he only threw 9 pitches. Rogers' easiest inning was the last inning with 9 pitches in the 5th. Now he's missed 3 in a row to Brian Newman. Rogers has not retired the order and has not retired the side in order. And he continues. He's faced the minimum, that was in the 5th inning, with a hit but a strikeout and a caught stealing. Dusty Dworak looks like he's going to be the new pitcher. And that is it for Michael Rogers. The junior leaves the responsibility of the game. He is the pitcher of decision, pitcher of record. Dworak will come in. And Dusty has pitched very well in this postseason. 3-1 record, ERA of 2.58. Some of the highlights that we have of Dusty pitching. He struck out 6 batters in 6 hitters, 6 batters, and all 6 were strikeouts in the game against San Antonio Central Catholic. And then he ended up picking up the win in relief against Dallas Bishop Lynch in the regional. He'll face Kenneth Dana. So it is Dworak on the mound. Dworak, for the most part this year, has been a starting pitcher. He has pitched against St. Pius a couple of times this year. On the year, Dusty now making his 11th appearance and his 4th out of the bullpen. 38 in the 3rd innings, 31 hits, 13 runs, 11 earned, 20 walks, 58 strikeouts. And Dusty, in the 2 games, has thrown 7 innings, allowed 7 hits, and no runs against the Panthers. The opponent of St. Pius X hitting .241 against him. As a ball club, St. Thomas, a 1.64 ERA coming into this morning's ball game against St. Pius in the 3 games. Here's Kenneth Dana, the runner at first base. So Rogers, runner at first is his responsibility. And now it'll be Dworak. Dworak going over to first base a couple of times. Michael Rogers, to this point, has thrown 5 1/3 innings. And he has allowed 4 hits, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. Finished with 77 pitches, 44 strikes, 33 balls. And he hit 2 batters. Also a wild pitch. That's a breaking ball in for a strike. Kenneth Dana, 2 fielder's choices, he's 0 for 2. Runner is a big run at first base. Insurance tied up on the swing. He went around. 0-2. Dana taking a little bit of extra time outside the batter's box. It looked early on that Michael was going to struggle, but he was able to keep his team somewhat in the ball game, 3-0. Or that's relatively a good opportunity. Base hit into right field. Great piece of hitting by Dana. That's the 5th hit for St. Pius. Just took it opposite field.
Up to bat is the third baseman, number 5.
One out, runners at first and second. Jeremy Jones. Jeremy Jones is the hitter. Jones 0 for 2 today. Struck out swinging in the second, fly out to center in the fourth. Yorak looks in his sign from Olive. That's in for a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike. Argyle Liberty Christian leading in the 5th inning 3-0. So we're in the top of the 5th. Biggio flips and on to first. Double play. 4-6-3. Panthers strand a runner. And we're in the bottom of the 6th is next. 3-0 St. Pius.
State Farm, this is Jessica.
Hey, Jessica! Jerry Newman with a policy question.
Jerry, how are you doing?
Fine, I just got a little fender bender.
Oh, Jerry, I'm so sorry.
I would love to help, but remember you dropped us last month.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. It only took 15 minutes to sign up with that new auto insurance company, but it's taken a lot longer to hear back.
Is your car up a pole again?
I miss you, Jessica.
Jerry, are you crying?
No, I bit my tongue.
Get to a better state. State Farm.
Number 6 inning for the St. Thomas Eagles will be the second baseman, number 23,
Kevin Biggio. To lead it off for St. Thomas, some of the Biggio highlights that we have accumulated throughout the year.
Brian Prescott is losing the bullpen.
This is against San Antonio Central Catholic on an infield hit for Biggio. Biggio lifts this one into right field, and it will fall. So a count of 1 ball and no strikes. Biggio a fly ball into left field, and Newman making the play. Now your big gun right there. You wanted to get him on.
Now batting is the third
but
baseman,
he
number
flies
22,
out.
Greg Hoffman.
And Stewart has been in control of this one, leading 3-0 in the bottom of the 6th. And it's starting to get late for St. Thomas. Hoffman is 0 for 1. And he pops it foul over to the left side. It's 2-1. St. Pius X has won 15 state championships in their school history from baseball. Collectively from the TCIL and from TAPPS. 1-out walk.
Up to bat is the right fielder, number 45, Ben Candera.
There's Candera.
Let's go, Cole!
Ball gets away from the catcher, Murillo. Going to second base on the wild pitch is Hoffman. The Eagles today 0 for 2 with runners in scoring position. They have left 5 men on base. They've only had 1 hit. That was an infield hit by Justin Sebo back in the 3rd inning. Candera, 1 out in the inning. Lifts it into right. Coming on is Little, and he'll make the play in foul territory. 2 outs.
Batting is the center fielder, number 14, Jordan Rosales.
Now Bautista Rosales with the runner in scoring position. It's 2-0. Bautista Rosales 0 for 2. Struck out swinging back in the second. Grounder to the second baseman Sanchez to end the 4th. 2-1 the count. 2 balls and a strike. Two and 2. Pop foul. 102 pitches for Cole Stewart, serving up 103 right here to Rosales. Stretch to look back to second in the pitch. Comebacker up the middle, base hit. Biggio is going to wave Hoffman. The throw from the center fielder Fontana, not in time. That's the second hit for the Eagles, and that's the first run on Bautista Rosales' RBI, right back up the middle. That's his 22nd RBI of the season. Now it's Hunter Palish. Palish hit the game-tying home run, and he bounces it through the right side on a base hit. Back-to-back singles with 2 outs. Hitting it back up the box and going to the right side. It's made it 3-1 and making it a little interesting here.
Batting is the catcher, number 12, Ryan Olive.
No one has warmed up in the bullpen. Geringer and Newman are their bullets in the bullpen. Newman is in left field right now. Geringer is on the bench. He has not gone to the bullpen yet. Travel down.
Entering the game is a courtesy
Blake
runner,
Moss
number 11, Blake
will
Moss.
run as a pinch runner. Moss is on at first base. Pinch runner here in the 6th inning. And believe it or not, the go-ahead run is at the plate for St. Thomas. St. Pius has just seemed like they've been in control since they took the 3-0 lead in the 3rd inning. And Ryan Olive takes a strike. Olive 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Stewart has not struck out a batter in this inning. He's now 1 pitch away from striking out at least 1 batter in every inning. Olive is down the count 0-2. The runner at second is Bautista Rosales. Moss is the pinch runner at first. And Olive stays alive. The 0-2.
Take your time, Cole. You're the one.
3-1. St. Pius X. Harris on deck if Olive reaches. Weak ground ball fielded by the pitcher, and he goes to first. The Eagles are able to get a run on 2 hits. No errors, and they strand 2 men left. They've left now more than St. Pius has in the game. They've left 7 to St. Pius's 5. 7th inning is next, 3-1, Panthers.
When's the last time you talked to your banker? With Allegiance Bank Texas, you're never taken for granted. Locally owned, the Allegiance Bank team brings vast experience and commitment to your success by providing you, the business owner, with access to a decision maker today or sooner. Call Allegiance Bank Texas, 281-894-3200, or log on to allegiancebanktexas.com. Allegiance Bank Texas, pledging our allegiance to you.
When it comes to keeping my car looking good, there's only one place I trust, Bubbles Car Wash. That's because only Bubbles uses Landfill mitts with every hand wash, and their detailing crew removes every last bit of dirt. Only the best for my car, that's Bubbles.
Do us a big favor and please like us on our Legacy Sports Network Facebook page. Click like on our Legacy Sports Network Facebook page. And you can also follow us on Twitter at Legacy Sports Net. Mitch Harris, beg your pardon, it is number 9 hitter Stuart Peterson instead of Mitch Harris. It's Stuart Peterson for St. Pius X. Leading it off and fouling it over to the left side. Peterson started the 3-run rally in the what is now the difference in this ball game. Wind-blown double, of course hustling, good hustle by Peterson, and then came around to score on the RBI single by Sanchez. Dvorak. There was also a balk in there. Rogers balked and had Peterson go over to third base with no one out. Up the middle, base hit. Peterson, the number 9 hitter, is 2 for 3.
Now batting is the second baseman, number 15, Luis Sanchez.
Here's Luis Sanchez. Luis hit by a pitch in the first. RBI single in the third. Line out to the left fielder, Bautista Rosales, in the fourth. Fontana on deck. Top of the lineup for the Panthers. That one comes inside and it brushes him back. Now, Dvorak wants an appeal over to the first base umpire, but he says no. He was trying to get out of the way on that one. He did not offer to try to bunt it. Dvorak pretty savvy. So he's enjoyed covering Dusty the years he's been with the Eagles. He's a senior. And he'll be going to UTSA next year. It's signed just last week. Found out over the weekend before they played against Bishop Lynch in the regional. Dell Diamond. Bunt popped up. Olive can't make the play. Didn't know where the ball was. That's just a strike. I think if Ryan had a better jump off the ball, he would have had a play. It's 2-1. They're in the bottom of the 5th now with Argyle Liberty Christian and Plano Prestonwood, with Liberty Christian leading 3-0. Hit by pitch coming inside for Sanchez. That's the 3rd time. And now Craig Biggio is going to want an explanation from the home plate umpire that he maybe thought that that was a now they're talking with each other. It was a foul ball, and so Sanchez will come back and bat. So no hit by pitch. Otherwise, that would have been the 3rd time that a Eagle has hit a Panther. Now Masiotti has had his say. So the count is 2-2. Two to the right side and foul. Sanchez has had a busy morning so far. Game is just a little bit past an hour and a half, actually an hour and 34. Game time. Throw over to first. Pius. That is he went around. The hitter, Sanchez, went around. Biggio out there to talk to the umpire. So Sanchez is out, and then a stolen base for Peterson. So Sanchez is out number 1 on the bunt attempt.
Now batting for the St. Pius Panthers is the center fielder.
But going to second is Peterson on the stolen base. Here's Fontana.
There you go.
To left. Batista Rosales, a strong throw in.
Now that is the catcher, number 24, Jerry Murillo.
And the Panthers really want to get that run back. As Craig Biggio is going to head to the mound. Have an infield meeting, as well as Adam Masiotti with his base runners and hitter on the 3rd base side. Two hits in this inning for St. Pius X. Peterson is at 3rd. Fontana is at 1st. 7 hits for St. Pius X. And here's Murillo. Jerry Murillo. The infield is in. And it's fouled back to the screen. No balls and 1 strike. Runner goes, it's swung on and missed, and they're going to let Fontana have the base. Fielder's indifference on that one. Runners at 2nd and 3rd, and the pitch. It's high. One out in the inning, and the all-important try to get a ground ball at the infielder or a strikeout. You got a count of 1 and 2. Dorak needs one of those strikeouts and that he had against Central Catholic. Maybe a breaking pitch might be in order. If it is, Olive's got to be ready in case it is in the dirt. Wine in the 1-2. Fastball instead. He climbs the ladder, and that's the strikeout he was looking for. Third time that Merlot has struck out. And for St. Thomas Eagle pitching, that is their 6th strikeout. 2 away. They're going to walk Cole Stewart to load the bases. Intentional walk. Bases are loaded in the top of the 7th. And Ben Little, the right fielder, have a chance to break this game open. In the St. Thomas 7th, they will have Harris, Elam, and Sebo, 9, 1, and 2. And if anybody reaches, then Biggio would be on base. Joel Segura will courtesy run.
As a courtesy runner for the St. Pius Panthers is number 18.
Joel Segura running at first base. Little 0 for 3. Takes a first pitch strike. Little hit the ball well, hit very hard, right back up to Rogers in the 3rd inning. 0-1, here's the pitch. Inside, and that almost hit Little. Very, very close. Dorak's pitch. Curveball high. Little might be looking for a fastball here. Little blooper, and it will fall for a hit. 2 runs. Little picks up his 22nd and 23rd RBIs of the season. That is a huge, huge, huge hit. Takes the lead from 2 to 4 now for St. Pius X. It's 5-1 as Peterson and Fontana come home to score. And Segura moves up to second, Little at first with Brian Newman hitting the ball to the 3rd baseman Hoffman. The throw over and in time. The damage has been done by the Panthers. 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and they leave 2 men on. It's 5-1 heading into the bottom of the 7th.
Family owned and operated, Garola Reprographics have provided quality reprographic services since 1969. Whether you need an oversized banner, copies of construction drawings, color presentations for your next meeting, or you'd like to scan and archive those unorganized documents, Garola Reprographics can handle it all. Garola's team are proven customer service experts, proudly serving many of the same customers for decades. Visit them today at GarolaReprographics.com for a job done right the first time. Go Eagles!
If safety is your goal, Fabenco is your gate. Fabenco, the world's leading manufacturer of self-closing safety gates.
The lead for St. Pius X. The Panthers looking for their 24th win of the season. And Cole Stewart he's out there with 109 pitches, 68 strikes, 41 balls. And so
leading off the bottom of the 7th inning for the St. Thomas Eagles is the designated hitter, number 10.
It is Mitch Harris, the number 9 hitter. Thanks for joining us all season long on the Legacy Sports Network for St. Thomas Eagle Baseball. Got a mountain here to climb if they are wanting to extend their season. The pitch from Stewart is outside a ball. Well, Stewart has been fantastic in this game. 9 strikeouts, allowing only 3 hits and just a run. Pitch missing outside. The first 3 have missed for balls. Harris is 0 for 1. He struck out swinging in the 3rd, walked in the 5th. And a 4-pitch walk, and Stewart gives up a leadoff walk. Harris will go to first base. Here's Rawlings Elam, 0 for 2. Struck out looking in the 1st, struck out swinging in the 3rd, and then a walk in the 5th. Now, an interesting number here, 33 pitches in the 5th and 20 pitches in the 6th for Cole Stewart, low and outside a ball.
Come on, Cole! You got it, Cole! Let's go, Cole! You got it, Cole!
That's a strike on the inner half of the plate to Rawlings. 115 pitches. And this one is popped up on the right side to Sanchez, and he'll make the play. Rawlings pops up.
Now batting is the shortstop, number 6, Justin Sebo.
There's Justin. Sebo is 1 for 3. Infield hit. That was the only hit for the Eagles until a 2-out hit by Bautista Rosales drove in Hoffman for their only run. To the second baseman, Sanchez can't pick it. Sebo will be out at first base. Sanchez had a double play ball and he couldn't get it cleanly. Sebo advances Harris to second.
Kevin Biggio.
And it is now Kevin Biggio. The last hope for the Eagles. The senior will be heading to Notre Dame to join his brother, Connor. Biggio walked in the 1st, flew out to the center fielder Fontana in the 3rd, and flew out to the left fielder Newman to start the 6th. He's 0 for 2. Takes a first pitch strike from Stewart. The pitch is high and outside.
Okay, Cole, you got him, Cole! Let's go, Cole!
Eagles just trying to get the tying run to the plate. Stewart at 119 pitches. Make it 120, and the count is 2-1.
Got him!
To the first baseman, Inglett, and that's the game. The Panthers victorious, their 24th win of the season, and they will play for they'll try to get their 16th championship in their school history in baseball. Final score, 5-1, Panthers over the Eagles. We'll come back and wrap it up right after this on the Legacy Sports Network.
Fate had reunited twins Chris and Cliff Paul, and they quickly made up for lost time. As brothers will do, they began trading tales of their greatest assists. For every amazing feat Chris shared, Cliff matched it with something just as extraordinary, a story only someone born with a gift for assisting could possibly tell.
Cliff, we need you.
Even when Cliff seemed to outdo himself, he'd immediately describe yet another astonishing tale. And before long, the the brothers realized that they not only discovered their equal, they'd also inspired a competition that had only just begun. No matter whose side you choose, you can't deny the power of an assist. Find an agent born to get you to a better state.
Family owned and operated, Gorilla Reprographics have provided quality reprographic services since 1969. Whether you need an oversized banner, copies of construction drawings, color presentations for your next meeting, or you'd like to scan and archive those unorganized documents, Gorilla Reprographics can handle it all. Gorilla's team are proven customer service experts, proudly serving many of the same customers for decades. Visit them today at GorillaReprographics.com for a job done right the first time. Go Eagles!
State Farm, this is Jessica.
Hey, Jessica! Jerry Newman with a policy question.
Jerry, how are you doing?
Fine, I just got a little fender bender.
Oh, Jerry, I'm so sorry.
I would love to help, but remember you dropped us last month.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. It only took 15 minutes to sign up with that new auto insurance company, but it's taken a lot longer to hear back.
Is your car up a pole again?
I miss you, Jessica.
Jerry, are you crying?
No, I bit my tongue.
Get to a better state. State Farm.
Baker Jones Company would like to wish the St. Thomas Eagles baseball team the best of luck in their quest for a three-peat in 2012. For sales, service, and installation for all of your air conditioning and heating needs, call the Baker Jones Company at 713-529-3418 or visit them on the web at baker-jones.com. Family owned and operated since 1951, the Baker Jones Company is your local American Standard dealer. That's the Baker Jones Company, proud supporters of St. Thomas baseball.
If safety is your goal, Fabenco is your gate. Fabenco, the world's leading manufacturer of self-closing safety gates.
Kids go everywhere with me, so I won't go anywhere that's not spotless. So when my SUV needs a wash, you'll find me at Bubbles. Not only does Bubbles keep my car looking good, they're committed to making me as comfortable as possible. And that means keeping their lobby as clean as my car.
When it comes to keeping my car looking good, there's only one place I trust, Bubbles Car Wash. That's because only Bubbles uses landfill mitts with every hand wash. And their detailing crew removes every last bit of dirt. Only the best for my car, that's Bubbles.
Cool. I won again. Monopoly at McDonald's is awesome. 1 in 4 winners. Hard to beat those odds.
I can. I'm moving to San Diego.
Why?
It's the luckiest city in America. It's got the most sweepstakes winners and the fewest lightning strikes.
Doesn't matter where you are. Still 1 in 4.
Just the same, I think I prefer San Diego.
It's the 20th edition of Monopoly at McDonald's and 1 in 4 winners.
St. Thomas ends their season with their 7th loss of the year, and finishing with a record of 26-7 as the Eagles lose here today at Waco ISD Field number 2 to their longtime rival, the St. Pius X Panthers, by a score of 5-1. Cole Stewart dominating as always, and he picked up his 5th win of the season, 5-1 now on the season, and the Panthers will play for their 15th state championship. The Eagles, the run comes up a bit short for their 23rd, and so we wish the St. Pius X Panthers and Animasiati best of luck, and maybe they can keep the streak going. Ever since 2007, it's been one of these two teams that has won the state championship in Class 5A. The Eagles were only able to get 3 hits. They did leave more base runners on than St. Pius. They left 8 compared to 7 for St. Pius. But the final score here today, 5-1 as the Eagles lose. And so now a new chapter most likely will begin in Eagle baseball history. The 5-year great times that we've had with Craig Biggio as the head coach and seeing his sons Connor and Kevin come through this program. And no official announcement has been made, but most likely this will be Craig's last year as the head baseball coach at St. Thomas. And so for everybody that has been with this program and everybody that's helped us at the Legacy Sports Network, we want to wish everybody thank you very much and wish you, the listeners and the viewers, for thanking and sticking through us and with us through these 5 years. We'll be back next year, and hopefully the Eagles can come back with their 23rd state championship. The final score, 5-1. I'm Gerald Sanchez, wishing you a very pleasant good day from Waco ISD, field number 2.